If your mood changes based on someone's reply, if you feel good only when people approve, that's not confidence. That's your self-worth living on rent in someone else's head. And today, we're taking it back. You know the feeling. You post something, then refresh your phone like it owes you money. You say something in a group setting, then replay it in your mind for 2 hours afterwards. Someone is dry on WhatsApp, and suddenly your brain writes a whole movie. They hate me. I'm annoying. I did something wrong. If that's you, you're not crazy. You're just trained to look outside for safety. And we can retrain that. How's it? I'm Cordalo. I'm a Neuro coach, and I work with people who are capable, smart, and driven, but they still feel like they need permission to be okay. And I'm not here to give you fluffy love yourself quotes. I'm going to give you 4 real practices you can use to build self-worth so you stop begging the world to tell you you're enough. Quick one, comment worth if you're done chasing approval. Not for me, for you. Because naming it is step 1 of changing it. And also hit that subscribe button so I can share more content like this with you. Let's clear something up, because most people mix these two up constantly. Self-esteem is often tied to performance. It's how you feel about yourself when you're doing well, when you're productive, when you're getting results, when people compliment you, when life is smooth. Self-worth is deeper. Self-worth is who you believe you are even when life is messy. Self-worth is your inner foundation. And that's why self-worth matters more, because your worth depends on performance. Then one bad week can make you feel like you're falling apart to pieces. And that's why people who look successful can still feel empty. They have esteem, but no inner safety. Self-worth decides what you tolerate when you ask for what you think you deserve, what you accept in relationships, what you charge for your work, how you set boundaries, how you handle rejection. Low self-worth looks like, I don't want to bother people. I'll just keep quiet, I'll just keep quiet. It's fine, I'm fine, it's fine. While they're dying inside. High self-worth looks like, I'm allowed to take up space. I can handle someone being upset. I don't need to earn love by performing. And no, high self-worth is not arrogance. Arrogance is often a mask. Self-worth is stable. I want you to imagine your sense of self as a house. The house is your identity. The foundation is your worth. The windows are how you see the world. The doors are how you let people in. Life is going to have storms. That's guaranteed. So the goal is not to control the weather. The goal is to build a house that can handle storms. Because if your foundation is weak, any criticism, rejection, silence, or failure feels like an earthquake. For many people, external validation became a survival strategy. Maybe you only got praised when you achieved something. Maybe love felt conditional. Maybe you didn't feel safe to be your full self. So your brain learned, if I perform well, I'm safer. If people like me, I'm okay. If I don't upset anyone, I belong. That's not weakness, that's patterning. But here's the hard truth that also sets you free. As an adult, nobody is coming to fix it for you. Not a relationship, not a boss, not a mentor. Support can help, coaching can help, therapy can help, but you still have to build the house. And you can. If you want more videos that rebuild you from the inside out, remember to hit that subscribe button. This channel is for people who want emotional strength, self-worth, the real life changes without pretending everything is fine. So let's jump into a few basic practices you can start applying to create these changes. Practice 1, self-acceptance. Drop the inner war. You see, self-worth grows when you stop fighting yourself. Self-acceptance means I can be a good person and still have flaws. That's why this matters. If you reject part of yourself, then when someone points them out, you get defensive because it still hits that shame button inside you. Example, if deep down you fear you're too much, then any feedback feels like proof you're unlovable. So self-acceptance is not everything about me is perfect. It is, I can face the truth about myself without hating myself. And if compassion feels too soft for you, I'll make it practical. Compassion can simply be neutrality. No story, no drama, just, okay, that just happened. That's there. Because when you stop judging yourself, you stop being easy to control. Practice 2, self-trust. Keep promises to yourself. You see, self-worth is not built by compliments. It's built by self-trust. Self-trust is when your brain believes, I have my own back. And you build that by doing small things you said you would do. Not huge, not major, small things. Because if you only respect yourself on your best day, you don't respect yourself. You're just enjoying yourself. So start here. Pick one small promise you can actually keep daily. For example, I stop lying to myself. I don't say yes when I mean no. I do one thing that supports my future. I don't abandon myself when I'm stressed. This is how you reassure that younger part of you inside. I'm here now. I'm not leaving you. That builds a deep kind of self-worth. Practice 3. Do uncomfortable things for you, not for applause. Okay, this is a big one. If you never do hard things, your brain never gets proof that you can handle life. And proof is what builds self-worth. But here's the key. You don't do hard things to prove your value to people. You do hard things to prove your value to yourself. Because when you face discomfort and survive it, your nervous system learns, I can handle this. I can handle judgment. I can handle failure. I can handle growth. That's how self-worth becomes solid. And no, you don't have to do massive, scary things. Start small. One uncomfortable truth, one uncomfortable conversation, one uncomfortable action you've been avoiding. That's enough to start rewiring. Practice 4. Separation of tasks. Stop living in other people's heads. This practice will change your life completely. Here's the idea. Some tasks belong to you. Some belong to other people. Your task is your integrity, your boundaries, your honesty, your choices, your growth. Other people's tasks look like their feelings, their reactions, their opinions, their moods, whether they approve it or not. If you live trying to manage their reactions, you will suffer. For example, your friend asks for a favor. You're exhausted. You want to say no, but you say yes because you're afraid they'll think you're selfish or something. Now you're resentful. Now you're tired. Now you feel used. That's what external validation costs. It costs your peace. And the wild part, people don't even always appreciate it. So you end up doing all that and still not feeling worthy. Separation of tasks is you saying, I will do my part well, and I will let them do theirs. That's how you stop being controlled by approval. Here's the emotional truth. Why validation never fills the hole. So let's be honest. External validation feels good, but it doesn't fix your self-worth. Because validation is like sugar. Quick hit, then crash. And the moment it stops, you feel empty again. So your goal isn't to never enjoy praise. The goal is your worth does not rise and fall based on praise. You enjoy it, but you don't need it to breathe. That's freedom, true freedom. Let's do a quick recap just to make it stick. So here's a quick recap to make it stick. Here's the whole video in 1 minute. Self-acceptance, stop attacking yourself. Self-trust, keep small promises. Discomfort, do hard things for you. Separation of tasks, stop living in other people's heads. That is how you build self-worth, not overnight, but permanently. If you want help building this properly, not just knowing it, but living it, I've got 2 options. Start with a free session. We'll map what's driving your validation loop and what to change first. Or join my weekly stress and frustration release group sessions, because self-worth collapses when stress stays unprocessed. Both are in the description down below. And comment the word house if you want part 2, how to set boundaries without guilt, because that's where your self-worth gets tested. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Cheers.